Hello, welcome to the Round Lake Library's Thankfulness sign painting program. Today we have Heather from Life Expressions Decor to demonstrate these adorable signs from the kits that she has provided.
Hello everyone, my name is Heather. I'm with Life Expressions Decor, and today I'm going to show you how to create one of these cute little pumpkins with some vinyl. So my options here, actually, just to kind of show you ahead of time, is I made mine two-sided, which you very well can too. So this one, what you're going to get in your kit obviously is going to be the pumpkin and the thankful vinyl, and of course the cute little rope. I did this one like this. And then my flip side, I made some little polka dots on it. We added some glitter. This one over here, I just created some lines on it. You could do this probably with a Sharpie. I did this with some white paint, I think it was, and some gray paint maybe. Maybe you have some extra paint laying around, so you can kind of get creative on one side if you want. This side is completely blank. So there's lots of different options just to kind of show you ahead of time. So in your little kit that you're going to pick up, there's your little baggie. You're going to get, obviously, your pumpkin, which is plain, both sides. You're going to have your piece of vinyl here with two little pieces of blue tape. I have in here a piece of the string, obviously your brush, and then of course your paint. So now some other accessories that you're going to need would be something that you could use as a scraper card. So now you can use, everyone gets those, throwaway cards in the mail. You could use that. You could use a driver's license, a credit card, or just anything. I think some people have used spatulas. Whatever you can use just to do some scraping works perfectly fine. You will need a pair of scissors, maybe. I have some extra tape, which if you have tape laying around, you could use that to paint lines or do different designs on your pumpkin if you wanted. How I did the little circles, I used this specific little brush to make my circles. You can also use a Q-tip to make little circles. Perfect little thing, everyone has these around the house. There's sanding blocks you could do if you want to really get fancy. Baby wipe options if you want to just wipe stuff on. Obviously, the options are endless of how you could paint your pumpkin. Today, you will have orange in your packet. If you want to stop at the store and pick up some of those little bottles of other colors, those will work. So if you want to get creative, you can go ahead and do that. So right now, we're going to get started, show you how to paint some pumpkins. So the stuff I'm going to have out will be my paint. And if you want to go ahead and squeeze it, just to give it a little, fluff up, I guess you would say. We're going to open this up here. And then just take your little brush, dip it in here, wipe off some of the excess, and then just really start painting. Again, there's no right or wrong way to paint. It's gonna actually give you whatever end result you want. So you're just gonna go ahead and start painting. There should be enough paint in here that you can paint both sides if you'd like. This way you can put the vinyl on one side and then you can have the other side to be plain. So that way you could use it not only for Thanksgiving time, you could use it just for all of fall. Or maybe you just like pumpkins in general and you want to leave it up all year round. Once you get your full side done, and again, there's no right or wrong way of how this is painted. You can either start with the top like I did, or you can go ahead and start with the edges if you'd like to do the edges first. Again, whichever way is easiest for you. So you're just gonna go ahead and continue all the way around. This paint dries super, super fast. But if you want to make it even faster so you can get your project done in no time, you could use a blow dryer to blow dry it if you want. But again, this stuff dries super fast. If you happen to get it on your hands, just soap and water will take it off. Be careful if you get it on your clothes, so you may want to wear something just in case you're a messy painter. And then, obviously you're going to want to paint your one side, let that dry completely before you would flip it over to do the back side, because if the one side's not dry, then it's just gonna stick to your table. Make sure you have a table covering. I'm using some plastic tablecloth, which is easy, then that way it gets messy, I just throw it away and I don't have to worry about it. If you use some newspaper, you will stick to it. So just be careful with that, because then you might have some newspaper remnants left on your project, and then you're gonna have to try and paint over that again. So here, I've completely painted my front side and my side all the way around. My back side is completely blank as of right now because I need to let this dry. So I'm gonna set this off to the side. I'm going to grab a wipey, so if you have baby wipes around, those totally work great, just to get some paint off of my hand before I go on to doing my vinyl. So now, I already have one that's already dry, so I'm gonna use that one to show you the next step. So here, my completed one that's already dry. So I'm just gonna lay this down. I'm going to take my vinyl, which has my 2 pieces of tape on it. I'm just going to peel off those pieces of tape, put those on the side for right now. I'm gonna have my vinyl, take my little scraper, and I'm just going to scrape on the front side of my vinyl, and then I'm going to scrape on the back side of the vinyl, just to help make it easier to work with. And then, so this is the part where you could use the tape. So you could take your piece, you can kind of center it, or if you want to put it on an angle, whichever is perfect for you. I'm going to put mine for this purpose in the center. So I'm going to just put it in the center. I'm going to use my piece of tape, just tape it in the middle. I'll show you in 1 second. So what I'm going to do is just have it like this. And then I'm going to just, again, just scrape just a little bit, and then I'm gonna just start to peel. So what I'm gonna do for my peeling is I am separating it. And if some of you have done this before, you'll remember this step. So what you're doing is you're peeling, and you're peeling the pieces, the sticky part where all your vinyl is, from your back side, which is your paper, which is what we want to remove. So you're just going to peel it to your tape. This is where your scissors would come in handy. And you're going to cut off your piece of paper, put that to the side. Then you're just going to go ahead and lay your vinyl back down like this. At this point, you can go ahead and remove your tape. And then you're just going to do the same thing to the other side. So again, you can go ahead and scrape it a little bit if you want. And then you're going to start from the other side and peel, separate. Now if you happen to have any of your letters sticking to the back side, just go ahead and re-rub it again. Peel nice and slowly because these are thin letters and they can stretch out very easily. So now I'm going to take out my paper, put it off to the side, go ahead and push down on my vinyl, take my scraper again with whatever you're using, and just go ahead and scrape this. So now we are scraping this on to our surface. Handful of times is perfectly fine. Then you're going to go ahead and peel off that transfer tape, and you're going to want to peel slowly so that way your letters stick to your surface. If one starts to come up, roll your transfer tape back down and scrape again, so that way you can get it to stick to your surface. Oops, see, my letter was coming up, so I'm going to go back, scrape it a little bit more. Let's try this one more time. And there we go. So there's my letter. So obviously there's a little border on there. If you want to leave it, fine. If you don't, then just go ahead and you can peel it up. Like this. Works perfect. So now you just have your plain thankful on your pumpkin. And then once you're ready to go, you can take I'll use one of the other ones. Take your little rope, and you could do this any way you choose. You could just take it along the top. You can wrap it around. You could tie it in a bow, whichever you feel comfortable, whatever type of look you want. Maybe you just want to have it hanging like this. Again, this is up to you. If you want to change it around, change it around. If you want to add more, obviously maybe you have some ribbon at home you want to put on top of it. Ribbon works great on the top of the pumpkin too. This is our little project. So as you can see, many different ways to do it. So here's my thankful this way. I just wrapped the rope around the top on this one. Here's my dots again. When the paint was wet, I just threw some little glitter onto it. And on this one I tied into a little bow. So see, get different looks depending on what you want. I really hope you enjoy this project as much as I did, because I loved creating these extra ones just to kind of show the creativity you can have with them. And again, if you have any questions, obviously you could please drop any comments or anything, and I will help you out. I hope you have fun and have a great fall season. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye.
Thank you so much to Heather Reimer and Life Expressions Decor for these wonderful fall pumpkin signs for our homes. And thank you for joining us.